Hey everyone, this is SFE Taz, just call me Taz for short for Reddit, and I found it's slower, but I have found a method to farming in the game again, particularly Hellbound that we normally do, and the gist of it involves restarting the game itself at the right time. That's why it's slower, but I'm going to try to demonstrate it now. Actually, yeah, hold on. Thought I forgot to restart the game, but I don't think I did. So, before, just for people who are wondering what this is about, there was a patch recently that nerfed some of the things in the game in terms of resource farming. What people would be able to do before is, the best two missions for this was number 12, Hellbound, and 30, Skullface, was you go into the mission, you extract the containers, you trigger a checkpoint save that will process those materials to your base, and then you restarted the mission, and then you could do it over and over again. And so if you have 7,500 fuel resources, you restart the mission 7,500 each time. After the patch, they changed it so that if you were to try to do it a second time in that vein, where you restart the mission, it will nerf the amount to be, rather than 7,500 fuel resources, you'll only get 75. They're trying to prevent that constant offline farming. Well, I found a workaround to that to get it to work. It's slower though. I'm going to do this normal. Lower the volume so that there's no feedback from the game.
Everyone must know something about what's going on. He was transferred to the Soviet space camp.
Get these
Marked it on
materials.
the map. Make your way to that base camp.
I'm going to have to record this video in two parts, by the way, because when I restart the game, we'll not allow me to save footage, so I'm going to screen time and then start new and splice them. You see 7,500 fuel resources, 4,000 minor metal. All this stuff we all know and we've done a million times. So I apologize if this is a little longer, but it's just doing it in real time. Skip this.
Nice find. Analyzing the intel file you picked up. We've got a fix on the
And
target.
I'm going to wait for it to say it on the bottom right that it grabbed it. Okay, so now I have 106,612 unprocessed fuel resources, you can see. So what I'm going to do, as we normally do, is restart the mission. Now what you want to do, I'm gonna have, like I said, I'm gonna have to save this video and splice it. What you want to do is make sure at the very least before you close the game is wait for it to show that it's saved. So skip this. This is the most important part. You gotta be very careful here. Right here on the top right, it's yellow. It says checkpoint saved. Make sure that's done, and make sure that the message. Once this message comes up, you can press the home button and restart the game. Okay, so you have restarted the game. I'm restarting the recording. Hopefully there's no problems, because it's literally the third time I've tried doing this. And once you go back in, like I said, I have my lane cable disconnected because I just don't want it. It takes longer. Once you go back in, it should be right at the beginning of the mission, and the fuel resources will be at their full amount. This is slower, this is less efficient, but it does work. If you are interested in a method, in the same method. So now I'll just let it load. This will take a little bit of time. And if you think this is annoying and slow, I certainly understand. FOB is still probably the best overall method for resources. But not everybody cup of tea, or sometimes you just want a quick set of whatever. Remember, the key is to restart the mission. Wait for it to say Mission 12 Hellbound, and then at that point you can press the home button. I'm on PlayStation 4, close the game, launch it again, and when you go back into the game, you'll go right back into the mission, and you'll see
No doubt about it, boss. That man is your extraction target.
that the resources have gone to their full level.
Disappeared into that cave, and the man who was with it. Everett must know something about what's going on. He was transferred to the Soviet space camp. I've marked it on the map. Make your way
100.
to that base camp.
7,500. And 4,000. And just so you guys can look at the increase, It may process some of those materials, but you'll see that the number on fuel resources went up by 7,500.
Nice find. Analyzing the intel file you picked up. We've got a fix on the target. I've updated your map info. Check it on your iDroid.
And there we go, 1,812, or 8,112. And that's it. If you don't want to use this method, I guess you could also say, well, if you want to just reset all of the containers that you've already collected, just restart the game is another way. But just to summarize, if you want to farm the Hellbound, a new method is go into Hellbound, extract the containers, grab the intel file, restart the mission, and as soon as it says, you can wait a little bit if you want to be safe, but when it says Mission 12 Hellbound, you are safe to close your game completely, relaunch the game, continue the game, and you will be right back in the mission and the resources are full. That is it. Any questions, just let me know, and thanks for watching.